Okay, y'all, what's up? I'm back with another update video. I know it's been a while. I be telling myself I'm gonna make these videos more frequently, but you know, life and shit. So I started back making videos to, you know, give myself something to do. You know, I'm back on the truck, so got that going on. I had took like a year off. Yeah, it's been, I want to say 8 months. I know I've been freeforming for 8 months, or growing my dreads for 8 months. Yeah, I started June 20th of 2019, so March 20th will be 9 months. So let's get to it. Just washed them. Washed them and moisturized them with raw organic, like unfiltered coconut oil and everything. But yeah, this is what they looking like. I don't know if you can see the back. They really Congoing right here in the back. They like joined together in the back. I don't know if y'all saw that. This right here is 8 months, almost 9. I say probably in what? It's the 5th, so about 2 more weeks. Be 9 months. And I don't do much to them, you know. Keep it simple when you're freeforming. I wash my hair. I wash like every 2 weeks, or sometimes once a week, just depending on, you know when your hair need washing, so so you just do that. I wash it whenever I feel like it. It could be once every 2 weeks. Sometimes it could be once a month. It's just, whatever I feel like it need washing. And I wash it, and then I would moisturize it a little bit. I don't use a lot of oil because I like to play in my hair. As I've told y'all in other videos, I do like to play in my hair, so I don't put much product in my hair. So I would put just a little bit of coconut oil, like a very little, and I do it while my hair is wet. I don't do it once it dry, but I do it while it's wet. And I would just run it through like this, backwards and forwards, like this. And this is how I moisturize it. And I go back, and I just rub it in there like that, and maybe boom, be done. I don't do nothing to it. I do wear like a silk cap, a bonnet or something like this. I wear this at night while, when I go to bed. It help keep the moisture in, so your pillow won't dry it out, because depending on what kind of, pillow slip that you're using, it could dry it out. If you're using like a silk or like a silk pillowcase or like satin, then you should be fine. You shouldn't have to like tie your hair up at night. But if you're using like cotton pillowcase or something like that, it could, dry it out, and don't want no lint. I've seen people who have like a lot of lint and stuff in their hair, so I know this is like my 3rd or 4th set of locks, and I've kept the lint down to a minimum by basically covering my head up at night, before I go to bed. No matter where I'm at, I cover it up. I've never had no lint problems. I did do the rice water thing a few times, but now that I'm on the truck, I don't do that. So I don't do that. But what I really want to do is a ACV deep, you know, cleanse. I want to do that one day. Probably once I hit my 1 year mark, I would do a ACV deep cleanse and everything. But this is what it looking like, and you know, they are congoing or combining, as you can see, especially up in the front. Well, not especially up in the front, but they just started doing this in the front. But in the back, this whole section here, like this whole section is like all together. And then over here, this little section is trying to go together. But I'm debating on whether or not I want to separate them a lot, or just wait to see what they're gonna do, you know. But that's about it. You know, I don't have much to talk about. I'm gonna try to get on here and try to make this shit a little bit more entertaining, just talk about dreads, you know, or I may just come on here and just make like a 30-second or like 30-second to a minute video just showing y'all my dreads, and then, you know, that's it. Because I really don't be having much to talk about, especially like with no interaction. And I don't have, like, you know, many subscribers, and, you know, so I don't have much to talk about. You know, I basically mostly just make these videos for me. I got some gray hair, y'all. Yeah, got like one, two. I got two. But I basically make these videos for me, you know, for me to go back and look at. You know, but hopefully I can get, you know, some more subscribers, people who can who comment, ask questions and stuff like that. That'll be nice. I'm gonna try to promote it on, you know, my videos and my YouTube channel, on my social media, you know, Instagram and stuff like that. Probably find like some Facebook groups to post it in, shit like that, you know. But like, comment, and subscribe, and I hit y'all up probably in a couple of weeks, like March. Well, no, I ain't gonna come back March 20th, since I just did the video. What day is March 5th? So I'm not gonna come back in 15 days. I'll probably wait to April, you know, or I might just wait till, you know, the 1 year mark. I don't know. I try not to make the video until I think I see a difference, but sometimes you may not see a difference, but, you know, y'all might see it. You know, people who on the outside, you know, who don't see you on the regular may see a difference. Like, you know, like I really don't see no difference in my hair, like this whole time I've been growing it. Like I just finished watching the video that I had posted telling y'all that I had cut my dreads and I had started it, and I had only been freeforming or growing my dreads for a week. Now, between that video and this video, I see a huge difference. But like in the past, like 2 or 3 months, haven't seen any difference. But people have been telling me that my hair is, you know, growing, you know, and everything. And I can't wait to see where it's at the year mark. I don't expect to see too much of a, you know, length difference at a year mark. Probably more congoing, because what, a year, that's like what, 10, 11, 12. That's like 3 months from now. So I don't expect to see too much length, but I expect to see a lot more congos, or like a lot more tighter congos, because they're congoing, they're joining up, but they're not, you know, they're not tight. They just started marrying, so they don't have like a tight bond yet. You know, if I was to pull them apart, they only holding together like, you know, by a few strands or whatever. So if I don't, this one in the back, it's like this in the back, but these in the front, you know. But I think I'm gonna let them be, and like I did my last set of locks, I let them congo and marry, and then if I, you know, didn't like it, then I would, you know, separate them. Like if, you know, if the congo was like like this Then I would split that Congo down the middle because I like them thick. And I want them, you know, about that size or whatever. I don't want them like this or like this, you know. But, you know, to each his own, you know. People say just let it do what it do. If you want to do that, then they do that. But, you know, I think freeforming is whatever you make it. And it's your hair. You got to be happy with it. So if you don't want it a certain way, or if you don't want it doing something, then prevent it from doing it. It can still be freeforming. You have people who do rubber bands, you know, put rubber bands on theirs. They put, you know, take some because they want thick locks, and they will put rubber bands or tie them up and just, you know, they will make them marry. Me, I let them do it on their own, and if I don't like it, then they will get divorced. Whatever. It's that one that just don't want to lay down, son. But yeah, see that one right there, just don't want to lay down. But yeah, let me go ahead and go. This video already 10 minutes. I already know that ain't nobody gonna really look at it. Hopefully they do. I think the last video I did, it was only got like 7 views or whatever. I might throw that bitch on my Instagram, or throw that bitch on I can't throw it on Instagram, but I might, you know, put like a post saying go to my YouTube channel on Instagram, or I might do on my Snapchat, send that shit on my Snapchat. One of my videos I sent that shit, you know, my Snapchat. Everybody on my Snapchat said send all the way down. But yeah, that's about it. And if y'all don't see me no more, y'all see me again. If y'all don't see me between now and, let me see, March, April, May, June. I forgot, that's my 12-year mark. So if you don't see me before June, you will definitely see me in June at some time. Either before or after my 1-year anniversary. So I can show you where I'm at 1 year with this set. And this is gonna be my last set. If I cut this set, I'm not growing dreads no more. I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair, but this is absolutely my last set. So I'm gonna make sure it's my, I would say my set before last, that was my best set. And I want to get it back to that status. Like that set was like the best set that I had. Not the last one, you know, that I did. Not the ones I just cut, but the ones I had before the ones I just cut. That was like my best set of dreads, and I really do regret cutting that set. I should never have cut it. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. You know, I was thinking, oh, maybe they would look better if I freeform from like the very beginning. Cause that set, I didn't freeform from the very beginning. I didn't start freeforming until like 4 or 5 months in. I was going to the salon. You know, I went to the salon to get them started, and I was going to the salon once a month for like 4 or 5 months. And then after that, I was on YouTube, and I found, you know, if y'all remember, if y'all even know Desi Hotep, he used to be real big on here. I saw him on here, and I think it was Hats Don't Fit, and I was like, you know, I was like, I really like those, you know, types of, you know, dreads, you know, because they was like unique. When you freeform, it's your hair is not gonna look like, you know, next person. But if you get them twisted, you know, one person, everybody who get their hair twisted, dreads look the same. Maybe different lengths, but they all the same. I like the uniqueness of freeforming. If you was to look up on Google, just Google freeform dreads, they're gonna all look the same. Every picture you see is gonna look different. They're not gonna look the same, I meant to say. So that's what I had liked about it. I like to look, I don't want to look like everybody else. I want my shit to be different. You know, I want them to look like I want them to look. I want them to be unique to me. And you can't do that if you're getting your hair, you know, twisted. Because, I mean, if you look up dreadlocks, manicured or twisted dreadlocks on Google and look up pictures, they damn near all gonna look the same. But they might just be different colors, different lengths. But eventually they're gonna all look the same. They probably ain't gonna start out the same, but eventually they're gonna look the same, because, you know. But yeah, that's what drew me to freeforming. So but like I said, I I don't have no problem with people who, you know, twist their hair. I like twisted dreads too. I like the, you know, sometimes I like the neatness, and I like to see the different styles that they be having. You know, when they get it braided up and shit like that, I be like, that shit is hot. I want to know how that would look on me and shit, you know. But you know, you could do pretty much the same thing with freeform. It's just not gonna look like, you know, all nice and neat and shit like that. But you can braid you. Once you get a certain length, you can get it braided, you know, in styles and shit, you know. I've seen it, you know. But yeah, that's what I'm on. That's what I'm about, you know. There's nothing really spiritual that I'm going through, you know, to make me want to freeform. I just like the uniqueness of the look at this point. I mean, I am on a spiritual journey, but it has nothing to do with my dreads. It's more about my inner self, you know. My dreadlocks, you know, would just be a reflection of that, but it's not because of that, you know what I'm saying? But that's it. This 16 minutes, and I'm out.